Hi, I'm Harold. Do you want to work from this office? Well, let's make sure you are comfortable with the Microsoft Endpoint Security to help you prepare for the cyber battlefield. Encryption is the process of transforming plain text, i.e., readable text, into ciphertext, i.e., encoded text, to protect its confidentiality. This is done by using a specific algorithm, called a cryptographic algorithm, and a key. The key is used to encrypt and decrypt the data, and it must be kept secret to maintain the security of the encryption. Encryption can be applied in various contexts, including network communication. Data sent over a network can be encrypted to protect it from unauthorized access and tampering. File and disk encryption. Files and entire disks can be encrypted to protect the data they contain. Email encryption. Email messages can be encrypted to protect their confidentiality. Mobile device encryption. Mobile devices can be encrypted to protect the data stored on them in case they are lost or stolen. Encryption is widely used to ensure the confidentiality, integrity, and authenticity of the data exchanged or stored by different stakeholders. Encryption is often used as a fundamental mechanism in achieving compliance with different regulations and laws. A common encryption standard used is AES, Advanced Encryption Standard, which is widely used to protect sensitive data such as credit card numbers, social security numbers, and private communication. Microsoft provides several technologies for full disk encryption. BitLocker is a built-in disk encryption feature in Microsoft Windows that is designed to protect data by encrypting the entire disk volume. It uses AES, Advanced Encryption Standard, encryption algorithm in either 128-bit or 256-bit key to encrypt the entire disk volume and can help protect against offline physical attacks by encrypting the entire disk volume, including the system files. BitLocker works by encrypting the contents of the hard drive and requires a key or a password to decrypt and access the data on the drive. This key or password is required every time the computer starts up, and it must be entered before the operating system will load. BitLocker also includes several other security features, such as authentication. BitLocker requires that the computer be authenticated with a Trusted Platform Module (TPM) chip, a USB key, or a password before the disk can be decrypted and the operating system loaded. Network unlock. BitLocker allows you to configure a network location that the computer will automatically connect to and unlock the disk. Automatic locking. BitLocker can be configured to automatically lock the encrypted drive if the computer is shut down or put into hibernation. BitLocker is available in Windows Professional and higher versions. It allows to encrypt the whole disk or specific partition or even create encrypted container within the disk. The encryption keys can be backed up to a USB drive, allowing access to the drive if the computer is lost or the encryption key is accidentally deleted. It is widely used to ensure the confidentiality, integrity, and authenticity of the data on Windows operating systems. A work laptop is a tool and not designed for personal entertainment. To control the software available to end users, many administrators implement AppLocker to control the laptop's usage. AppLocker is a feature in Windows that allows administrators to control which applications and files users are allowed to execute on a given device or group of devices. This can be useful in preventing the execution of malicious or unauthorized software on corporate or personal devices. AppLocker uses rules to determine which applications and files are allowed to run, and these rules can be based on factors such as file name, file location, or publisher. AppLocker also includes a set of default rules that can be used to quickly restrict or allow execution of commonly used applications and files. The AppLocker can be applied on Windows 7, Windows 8.1, Windows 10, and Windows Server 2008 or 2, 2012, 2012 or 2, and 2016. You are earning that corner suite office now. Are you ready to talk about Windows Firewall? The network has firewalls with different purposes, but this Windows Firewall is your computer's last line of defense. Windows Firewall is a built-in software firewall that helps protect a computer from unauthorized access and unwanted network traffic. It controls the incoming and outgoing traffic to and from a device, based on a set of rules and configurations that are defined by the administrator or user. The firewall uses a combination of port-based and application-based filtering to determine whether network traffic should be allowed or blocked. It can be set to block all incoming traffic by default, and then allow only specific types of traffic through, based on the rules that have been configured. This way, it helps to protect against unsolicited or malicious network traffic and can also block unwanted or potentially harmful applications from connecting to the internet. Windows Firewall can be managed through the control panel or via group policy on Windows Enterprise version and can be configured with different level of profiles, domain, private and public, depending on the type of network you are connected to. It is enabled by default on most Windows operating systems, but can be disabled if needed. Alright, let's finish this conversation with a very common system administrator tool known as GPO. Group Policy Objects, GPOs, in Windows is a feature that allows administrators to centrally manage the configuration of multiple devices and users in a Windows domain. GPOs can be used to define a wide range of settings, including security policies, software installation, and user configurations. A GPO is a collection of settings that can be applied to one or more computers or users in an Active Directory environment. GPOs are stored on a domain controller and can be linked to an organizational unit, OU, domain, or site, in order to apply the settings to the appropriate devices or users. Once a GPO is created, it can be used to define various settings, such as software installation, security settings, and user configurations. These settings are contained within the GPO in the form of policies, which are sets of instructions that tell the devices or users how to configure themselves. GPOs can also be used to deploy software, configure security settings, and manage user environments. GPOs can be used to enforce consistent configurations across multiple devices and users, and can also be used to automate the deployment of software and updates. This can help to reduce administrative overhead and ensure that all devices and users are configured in a consistent and secure manner. In summary, GPOs is a powerful feature of Windows that allows administrators to centrally manage, configure and enforce settings and policies on multiple devices and users in a domain-based environment.